That's just fantastic, and a great transition for the students in the next few weeks as we start encountering some of these challenges. So we've used up all our time with you, but I do want to hit our last question. Do you have any advice that you'd like to share with our students?
Yeah, for sure. I know a lot of, again, everyone's been on co-op terms. Everyone's seen the working world to an extent. You get back out there soon at some point. I think, I've touched on a couple of those things. If you're staying in finance, get close to revenue if you can, just to help understand. It helps, build your visibility. It helps you really understand the drivers of a business. I think the other thing is really, again, that point of we manage finances, but we also manage feelings. So I think you've probably seen this in your co-op terms, and you will continuously, like, two folks can join the same organization. They can have wildly different experiences just based on, how they deal with messaging and storytelling, especially in performance management. Like, you can have the best analysis in the world, like, no matter, like, you can go in depth, but then if you can't communicate it, if you can't bring those people onto your side, or if you can't at least strike the balance, it's not always about winning. It's usually about having that even-handed presentation and giving folks the voice that they need while, coming back with the facts of your own or your own persuasive arguments. It's tough. It's feelings management is a massive key. So you have to tailor your communication to who you're talking to. Um, what else can I say? Make friends with IT wherever you go. Uh, Number one, it's huge. They'll help you in so many ways. Whether or not you deal with them. I think the fact that everybody on the call will like be working hard is a given. Like, you're going to do good work. It's unfortunately the differentiator is, again, how you approach some of these things and how you approach the human side of the discussion. I think one thing that's helped is, like, goes back to that whole wanting to be a documentary filmmaker thing. Like, I think different people find success in different ways. So this is obviously just one small corner of my experience, which is, tiny in the grand scheme of things. But I think I've always found it rewarding to just be genuinely curious about what people do and what makes them tick. It was way easier when we were in the office, but then we also like to commute. So, it's a trade-off. Virtually it's a bit harder, but when you're genuinely curious about what people do, outside of finance and in finance, I've found it very rewarding, and I found it's always opened up opportunities in some way, shape, or form, or just plain made my job easier because I'd have access to information or their perspectives that, took whatever work I was doing to the next level.